Good morning, thrifty adventurers. It is Monday, October 14th. It is Columbus Day, no shipping holiday. So I don't actually have to ship anything out, but I still wanted to do this what sold over the weekend video. So I will go over my numbers for the week, and I will show you what should have been going out today. So what will be going out tomorrow from the weekend. We have a busy week ahead of us. We have Econ Chicago this week. Great event, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me know if you're going down below. I'd love to say hi to you guys. I will be there, so let me know if you will be joining us. Other than that, let's get into some numbers. And yeah, that's about it. So I had 43 items going out for a total of $1,268.40. I didn't have any Poshmark sales this week. It has slowed down a little bit for me. I did have one Etsy, so one Etsy for $40. My cost of goods was $184. My fees were $190.26 for a total profit of $894.14. My average sale price was $29.50. So the number of items I have sold for the week have definitely gone down, but my average sale price has gone up. So I am perfectly fine with this. So it seems like my numbers are still about the same. So I will take shipping out less, but making more or the same. So I'm happy with that. All right, let's jump into these items. First, I'm going to go over my Etsy sale. This was a Pretty Princess game. I sold for $40. I picked it up at Savers for $3. So I have a couple notes on this game. One, it is a great game to find. It is definitely a bolo. There is different versions of this game. This one, I believe, it's either 1994 or 1998. I can't remember the year, but it is the 90s. I have sold all of the different years, so definitely this is probably the best one. There is a Sleeping Beauty version that does really well as well, but this one is a pretty good one. Couple notes. One, do I normally find this game complete? Probably 90% of the time, no. And side note, really quick, I'm sorry if you hear my kids in the background. Columbus Day also means I have my kids, so they're being a bit noisy right now, so I apologize. Anyways, let's get back on track. So I don't normally find this game complete. At 90% of the time, it's probably incomplete. So you can do one of two things with this game. One, I normally keep them because I do find this game, not all the time, but often enough to where I can use the ones that are incomplete and complete probably 2 or 3 other ones. So I do that with a lot of the games that have a lot of pieces. I'd like to keep those, and then I can use that to complete the other ones. Or you can part out the pieces. This is a good game to part out. People will pay for just like the earrings or the necklaces or however you want to part them out. You could probably get $5 to $10 for each set of jewelry or each thing. So either way, it's a great game. Next, we had a Finding Nemo plush. I normally only spend about 50 cents on my plush. This only sold for $4, and I've had it forever. So I'm happy it's leaving. She emailed me, and it's part of a Halloween costume, so I'm happy it's going away. But I do have to say I have way too many stuffed animals. I did go ahead this weekend, and I took out probably at least 3 garbage bags worth of stuffed animals that are either old or not worth a lot, and I ended them all, and First, I put them up on Marketplace for 20 bucks. I've had one person possibly that will take them. But if they don't sell, I'm just donating them. I don't want them anymore. Just don't want to deal with them. A lot of them were just like Mickey's and Minnie Mouse and Winnie the Pooh ones. Things like that just don't sell. That I bought still when I was first starting for the inventory because it was cheap. But it's just not what I need now. So it's good when you just start. You have to know that as you're growing, you're going to stray away from things. Even though sometimes the price point is cheap, sometimes it's not worth your time or the inventory space to hold on to those. So that's gone. Next was a vintage Snoopy sweater. This I picked up at Savers for $3, and I sold it for $29.01. This sold within a week or two, so it sold pretty fast. Always look for the vintage clothing. I do really well with it. This will go right in a poly mailer and out. Next was a Limax Halloween house. These are a great thing to look for. The Limax holiday houses are fantastic. This I got in an auction. I did pay up for it. I did pay $30, but it sold within a week for $80, so not too bad there. Next was a pullover Dr. Seuss hoodie, thing 1 and 2. I got it at Savers for like $2. I only sold it for $10. I'm happy it's leaving. Wasn't something I probably should have picked up, but I did. Made a little bit, and now it's out, and now you know. Don't buy that. Next was a Snoopy mug. This was another mug my daughter picked up. Spent 50 cents on it at Savers and sold for $10. I am trying to stray away from the mugs. They're just a pain in the butt to store. They're fragile. I take up space, and there's not normally a good profit on it. There's still some that have a great profit, but on the average, there isn't. So I've been straying away from them. Next, I got this at the auction on Wednesday. It is a Disney menorah. Definitely a bolo. Definitely one to look out for. Disney doesn't make a lot of these. That's why it's going to be really popular. It was a really nice ceramic piece. I listed it Wednesday when I got home, and it sold. It was either Wednesday or Thursday that it sold. It sold for $99. I spent $10 on it at the auction. I actually only spent $35 total at the auction, so this actually paid for the auction plus some, so I'm happy with that. Next is a Rudolph plush. I normally do pretty well with Rudolph plushes. This is an older one. I'm happy it's going away. This is probably one I would have gotten rid of in my donation thing. Bought it for 50 cents, sold for $10.75. But if you can find like the animated ones or the ones that have the glow up nose, the Gemmy ones, the brand is Gemmy. Those are normally 20 to 30 at least. So always look out for those. Next was a LuLaRoe Cassie, I believe, skirt. I picked this one up because I really liked the print. I think I spent $3 on it. It was new. It had the cassette tapes all over, the 90s cassette tapes that I don't even think my kids know what they are. But I really liked the print. It sold for $20. It didn't take long to sell. We all kind of know that LuLaRoe's on the downside, that they don't really sell for much anymore. But there are some prints that will still either sell fast or do well for you. So this is one that I knew would sell pretty fast. So I was happy with that. Next was an animated ornament of Winnie the Pooh. It was Hallmark, but it was one that has motion in it. So the characters go around on the inside. This I got in a estate sale for a couple dollars, and it sold for $14. Next was a Land's End sweater. This I picked up at a garage sale just because it was really thick and really well made. It was a nice Land's End sweater, and it was only $1. So I picked this up, and it sold within just a few weeks for $18. So not too bad there. Next, I love this Candyland game. So I think I buy this for a couple reasons, because it isn't a huge seller, but it's normally a pretty fast seller, so that's why I picked them up. It's a game that I know very well from my childhood, so I love it. It's got a nostalgia thing for me. Normally it's always complete, so I don't have to worry too much about it not being complete. And it sells pretty fast, so I pick it up for like $2. It sold for $22.50. I normally just have one. I find these all the time. I probably have like 5 of them in my garage right now. So one sells, and I just normally relist it. So it's a really easy sell for me. Next was a Worlds of Wonders Mickey just outfit. I picked this up at an estate sale a while ago. I have, I think, 2 or 3 of them. I thought they'd do a little bit better than what they did. This is the first one that is sold. I have paid back that estate sale. Plus I got a whole bunch of stuff for free, and this was in the free stuff that I got. It only sold for $15, so not a huge seller. I don't know if I'd pick them up if I saw them at the store. But always look out for the World of Wonder actually animated guys. They're big, huge, like Goofies and Mickey Mouses, and they have Snoopies and Big Birds. They will normally do well for you. Next was a Banana Republic shirt. This I got at Salvation Army for 69 cents. It's hard for me. I gotta stop picking up like all of the Banana Republic or all of the like J. Crew when I see them for 69 cents, because it's not worth my time. It sold for $12, and it's just not worth the time and my supplies to ship it. So I need to stray away from that and just look for the really nice pieces, but at least there was a profit here, and something to show you guys. It depends, like I said, on where you are. When you're just starting out, making $5 to $10 is okay when you're trying to build up profit to buy other stuff. So it just depends on your business model. Next was a Mr. Incredible Halloween costume. I got this at the Disney store when I was doing a little bit of retail arbitrage. That's probably one of the only stores that I really do it a lot at. But this I got for $5, and I sold it for $49.76. This was free shipping, but it should only cost me about $8 to ship it out. So it was still a pretty good profit margin there. Next was a Royal Dalton Winnie the Pooh mug with like a little figurine on top. This I got at my friend Lynn's house, so I probably spent like $1 on it, and I sold it for $16. And then last was a last minute sale yesterday. I'm so happy this is going away. This was a Beatles jacket that I picked up at a garage sale last summer. I picked up, it was either 2 or 3 there. They were $10 each. The other 2 have sold. This was the last one. I thought I would get a little bit more for them, but I'm happy with $10 into $100. Happy it is going away. I'm definitely selling more of the jackets and sweaters and blankets. It's getting to that season, so I'm happy to get these jackets out because they do take up a lot of room, but I loved this one. So this was a nice stitched Beatles jacket. Like I said, $10 into $100. I am happy with that, so that will be packed up. I will probably put it in a poly mailer and then into just like a 12 by 12 by 12 priority box, and off it will go. That is it for my sales for this week. So hopefully you guys all learned something. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, if you're not subscribed already, and hopefully I will see you guys later this week. I will definitely talk about e-com coming up. Like I said, if you are coming, please comment below, let me know. I'd love to see you there. But other than that, I hope you guys all have a great week. Have a fun, thrifty adventure. And happy sales. Bye-bye.